What's up, y'all? We are back. This is episode 2 of the San Diego Padres Out of the Baseball 25 series. And we're picking up right where we left off last time. Like I said, I'm going to take it slower through these seasons. This season, or this year's game, or at least for this save. And yeah, we lost the series to LA. I actually watched the Soul series this morning, the first game of it at least, and the Padres had a really rough game. They brought in Johnny Brito in the 8th. Did not go well. He did not make an appearance for us in that series when we played in this game. And you're going to notice the screen looks a little bit different. I had gotten a good tip. I forgot who said it, sorry. To change the Windows DPI scaling to always off. When I did that, yeah, it did make the screen a little bit bigger, but it also killed the resolution. It kind of just shrunk things down where, I couldn't see. That's a bad example. If I went into Johnny Brito, I couldn't see his pitches. I'd have to, scroll down. So, this makes it a lot easier for me to see, even if it is smaller. This screen looks really, really small. So I don't know what happened from last year's game to this year's game, but they did something. And I can't get it to where I want it to be at this point. So, if I could blow this up a little bit and make it look like it did last year. I don't know what happened because, if I was to go to that other view, it looked like it did last time in the first episode. So, I hope this isn't a big deal. I'm guessing a lot of people probably just listen to this and, have it on in the background, and maybe people do watch closely, but hopefully you can see the screen. If you can't, we can change it back, but this is much better for me. And we have a bunch of views here now. I kind of tried to set it up how I wanted to. Slightly limited to what we can do with this, but yeah, anyway. Without further ado, let's keep moving ahead. We'll go to, the real opening day, I guess you would call it. Did throw out a couple minor league feelers to some guys I liked. Braden Bishop was one of them. Looks like he wants a major league deal. I don't think that's going to happen. I wouldn't have minded him as a sixth outfield depth guy, but if he's going to ask for a major league deal, probably going to, probably not going to happen with us. I did sign Dylan Betances just because I forgot he was still playing. He might have actually retired, but man, he's a shell of his former self. As a Yankees fan, it's really sad to see. Going back to even 2018, he was amazing. Just has not been able to stay on the field. And when he has, he's had huge walk problems. And it's a shame about his career. We signed Yu Chang, who, is a guy. Played for Boston last year. Didn't do much. But, he's a good depth piece. Time this guy, he's young. We'll throw him in A-ball. I think he's probably good to play there. And then we have another scout and discovery, Alvaro Castillo. Pretty good player, actually. We're not really scouted with him, so let's request a scouting report. Yamamoto, the standout player. Danny Jansen's out. And we are last in the power rankings now after an 0-2 sweep, but not a huge deal. 2 games into the season. We're the only teams that have played. So one thing I wanted to do is I kind of wanted to go into the development tab. I haven't played around with this a ton, but I do want to focus on this with a lot of our top guys, top prospects, young players, stuff like that. Where do we want these guys to improve? I'm not sure the effect that this has yet. So we'll have to see, but I'm going to prevent the AI from adjusting the focus with him. So where's Tatis as a player? He has some middling contact, good power. I'd call this plus power in this. I think all the ratings are kind of scaled down in this year's game, so I wanted to get used to, a 60 power is actually really good. Where's Aaron Judge looking like? It's the power guy I think of. So yeah, he's only a 75 power, but the best power hitter in the game is a 75. So you kind of have to, adjust your, scale to that. There are no 80 power guys. I don't know who else would be, maybe like Schwarber. He's a 70 power, so everything kind of scales down a little bit. So Tatis is a plus power hitter. I is average. I'd like to have him improve his contact. I mean, he was a really good contact hitter when he came into the league. Last year, not a great season in that regard. The strikeout rate was cut down, which is something that I think he focused on a lot. The walk rate also cut down from the previous season. His power output wasn't quite the same. I got to adjust how this looks. I put in some custom views. I'll be adjusting these as we go through the save, I'm sure, but I like to redo them every year, even if you can. I think there's a way to carry them over, but I'd prefer to just start over and adjust as I see fit. So I like to have him improve his BABIP. He's already maxed out there, so we could probably decrease his running a little bit. Defense probably don't need a ton. Let's have him focus on BABIP and avoiding Ks. Just a bit more. Gap's not too important. We'll focus on the BABIP and avoid Ks with that. Even decrease the gap a little bit more. So yeah, we'll roll with that with Tatis. Another guy, Ha-Sung Kim. Another, I guess, building block player. I guess you can call him. He's 28. Still pretty young. He's already really good at avoiding Ks. Good eye. He's honestly a really damn good player. I guess the only thing I would want to improve is his power just a bit, but even a 45 is definitely playable. So, just decrease the eye, decrease the running a bit. Try to work on that power just a bit more. We still want to keep the avoid Ks high, so I'm not going to decrease that too much. I was just decreasing the gap. Try to work on the power a bit. Make him more well-rounded hitter. We can go to Xander Bogaerts too. Pretty average hitter, a slightly above average hitter at this point. I would like to focus on his defense. If he's going to play second base, I want him to be a really good second baseman. So, screw the running. He's not going to be fast anyway. Who cares? We'll pump all that into defense. And then Machado, we'll look at him. Development. He has the plus power. The eye is okay. He's probably going to average, the 8% walk rate, about right there, league average. I'd like him to, I don't know. I think a well-rounded development for him would work well. The running's not too crucial. Maybe we'll throw a little bit in the gap. Do something like that with him. Luis Campusano, definitely want to look at him. Pretty good hitter all around. The eye is going to be a bit below average. He did only walk at a 4% rate last year. Jeez. So maybe we'll look at his eye just a bit. Defense too, I guess, yeah. Defense would be important for him. Let's just tick the eye up a bit. And then our other crucial player on this roster, I don't really care about Cronenworth. He's okay. I didn't realize he was batting third for them in real life. That's pretty crazy to me. They actually had, I think it was Bogaerts, Tatis, Cronenworth, Machado, maybe Kim. I think Profar was 6th. Maybe it was Campusano's 5th. Something like that, maybe. I don't even know if Brad Miller was on the team. I didn't really catch that. But against lefties, we'll kind of keep this the same. The other guy, Jackson Merrill, we want to look at him for sure. Already good contact. He's going to be a really well-rounded hitter. And he's starting center field in real life for them, so let's work on his defense a bit. Keep him a well-rounded player. Boom, we'll do that. All right, and then we had a request to see the owner because I didn't go over that. It is Eric Kusenda, who took over for, oh my God, Peter Seiler, who passed away, unfortunately. One of the best owners in baseball. Really unfortunate, but yeah, he's the owner of the team. I guess he was already part owner. Maybe he took over the majority when that happened, or maybe he took over baseball ownership. As in, he's calling the shots. We also offered a contract to Salim Matthias, Nashville Stampede legend of last year's game. But he's getting a competing offer from Lake Erie. We'll throw him a little bonus, see if he bites on that. He's a good player. And we're getting another scout and discovery. Okay, I thought they patched this. We've had 3 guys already in 3 days. Another really good pitcher. This is the kind of stuff that we're going to have to monitor as we go. And we have another discovery. Oh, jeez. Okay, this guy's not quite as good, but still not a bad pitcher. So this was... Okay. This is a guy we just scouted. Oh, no, this is another guy. Oh, my God. Okay, I might have to turn down Scout and Discoveries if this is going to be the case. Okay, oops, we got to the games. I wasn't even paying attention. So we won 5-1 in our first, I guess, real game of the season that wasn't in Korea, South Korea. And we want to pick him to the win 5-1. Man, I hope people can read this. Really small font. But Yu Darvish, a really good start. 7 shutout innings. Johnny Brito came in, gave up 1 run in 2 innings. Campusano 3 hits. Cronenworth had a couple hits as well. And then we lost 5-1 in 10 innings. This is a very Padres loss. Mike King, an awesome start, but Robert Suarez, who is the closer in real life, so he will slide into our closer role for now. If he has like 3 more of those performances, he probably won't be, but we'll give him the upper hand to start this save. So we'll finish out the series here, and then we'll sim ahead a little bit, maybe a couple weeks, and catch up then. So we wound up losing the 3rd game of the set, 4-1. It's like it was a couple early runs from San Francisco, and they didn't look back. Tatis had a couple more hits. Randy Vasquez, not a great start in his Padre debut. Brito and Peralta, pretty good in relief. So it's a 4-game set. We'll finish it out here looking for the split. Jordan Hicks on the mound for them, and Musgrove on the mound for us. We win 6-4. Looks like 4 runs in the bottom of the 3rd. A couple more in the 4th and the 6th. Jackson Merrill, first career start. I don't have starts on here. Yeah, I got to go play around with this a little bit, but he has 3 hits as the DH in this one. Provar, 2 hits. Machado, is that his first hit on the season? 2nd hit on the season. Yikes. But Musgrove, quality start. Almost quality start, but a good one. And the bullpen does well enough. Suarez picks up the save. So, yeah, we'll sim ahead a little bit. Check in just a few days on how the team's going. We'll keep you guys up to date what's going on around the league, and we'll be back in just a sec. All right, so one thing before we move forward. I did fire my scout just now. We're going to hire Rick Hahn. I like guys who highly favor tools. He happened to fit that archetype, I think. I'll see that when I actually hire him. But I went and... Yeah, okay. I'm pretty sure. Let me see. Yes, so Rick Hahn, one of the best guys available. Probably the best guy. So we'll hire him, and he'll take over our scouting department. So we'll be back in just a few minutes. All right, so we are about halfway through April, 12-6. That may not seem too impressive, or maybe it will. I don't know. We're in first place by 2 games, over the Diamondbacks and Giants and Dodgers. But we just completed a 3-game sweep against the Dodgers, 6-2, 2-0, 8-5. So a really good week for the team, following up a 3-game sweep of the Cubs. So 6-game winning streak after starting the year, 6-6. In the most recent power rankings, we ranked 2nd, just behind the Braves. We're off to a torrid start of their own. A couple news bits around the league. Where is this? So Alex Bregman signed a monster extension, 7 years, about $30 million per year, to stay in Houston. So that was a free agent to be. I don't know if he probably would have priced this out just a hair, but yeah, stays in Houston. AAV right around $30 million, descending value as that goes on. I mean, a lot of years for a 30-year-old guy who really, I don't know. Obviously the juice ball, he really was one of the main recipients of production during that time. But he's established himself as a really good player since then. Just maybe not the 40 home run guy that he was in 2019. So yeah, how's the team been doing? It's really been Xander Bogaerts and nothing else offensively. If we sort by WRC plus, Xander Bogaerts has been insane. I gotta change this. I screwed this up. I've been playing around with these, the rows and everything. I have to have OBP behind OPS. Okay. So yeah, batting 354, 440 on base. Obviously, only 75 plate appearances, 12% walk rate, 12% strikeout rate. Yeah, an awesome start to the year, but you go past him. Luis Campusano's had a really good start as well. In 62 plate appearances, WRC plus of 122. He's been good. Ha-Sung Kim and Brad Miller have been about league average. Brad Miller, not a ton of playing time, but he's been good when he's been out there. And Kim's a good defender and a decent bat, but Machado hasn't gotten off to a great start. I think things have gotten better since the terrible start to the season. But Fernando Tatis off to a miserable start this season. We really need some more out of him. We have to improve the DH immediately. That could be like a promotion of some guy who's playing well in AAA. Could be a waiver wire pickup. I don't know if I'll make a trade this early. But yeah, Matt Batten not cutting it over as our weak side platoon guy. Also, I kind of want to have Higashioka playing a little bit more than he is every fourth. Yeah, we need Cronenworth, we need Machado to play better. Profar, we get what we get, I guess, but a place to upgrade as we approach the deadline here. Obviously, we're only in April. We have 3 months to figure this out, but yeah, we have some prospects in the minors. Jackson Merrill could pull into a full-time role pretty soon. He's kind of been my super utility guy. I don't expect that to stay like that forever, but good on AAA. We have some options down here. Rosario, playing pretty well down there so far to start the year. We have Graham Pauley, one of our top prospects, off to a decent start, about a league average bat in 62 plate appearances. We have a couple different options. We could sign Drew Ellis to a minor league deal. We have Oscar Mercado down here, Cal Mitchell, a decent bat who's played in the majors before. We have some options here, but none of them too inspiring, I'd say. I've been scouring the waiver wire. Really, no one's been put on waivers. That's interesting enough. One guy, if we go to the trade block, that was kind of interesting, was Victor Robles. Nothing special with the bat. Good outfield defense. Off to a good start to the season, which is what intrigued me. But, I think Azakar, damn it, I heard him on the broadcast. I forgot how it's pronounced. Whatever. Jose. I don't know if he's necessarily that much worse than Robles, so, the package wasn't anything crazy we'd have to give up. It'd be like, we could probably give up some middling to lower end guys than these, but yeah, he's an option. We got guys like Mark Canna out here for the weak side platoon position. Paul Goldschmidt's, I guess, on the trade block. He's a free agent for the season. See, I didn't know that. Okay. That's interesting. That'd be a really interesting pickup. We could shift Cronenworth, or we could play him at DH. A couple different options if we go that route. Seth Brown for a strong side platoon guy. Can play some outfield as well, so he's not a complete black hole on defense. Conforto, I don't know if he's really any good. He's off to a decent start to the season. Darren Ruff to fill the weak side platoon at DH. So yeah, there's some options out here if we want to trade. As for our pitching, it's been pretty good, at least in the starting rotation, minus Randy Vasquez. He's only made 3 starts. I'm not going to give up on him yet, but he's got to pick things up. But yeah, besides him, Joe Musgrove's been awesome. Dylan Cease has been killing it after let's see. He's only made 4. Okay, so he's had 2 really good ones, 2 bad ones. But overall, the numbers look okay. Yu Darvish, a couple good starts to start the year. Not great in his last one. And Mike King's been awesome in all 3 of his starts. So we need Vasquez to pick things up. If not, that's fine. If your weak links in your starting rotation is, if you have 1 bad player and 4 really, really good ones, you can live with that. I still have faith in Vasquez. Bullpen-wise, Suarez, he's blown a few saves, or blown a few games, I should say. But overall, he hasn't been bad. He's been just fine. Yuki Matsui's been bad, though. Walking way too many guys. Had 2 really bad blow-ups that have cost us games. Woo-Suk Go, same thing. I guess he only had the 1 bad game, but yeah. But the rest of the bullpen's been good. We called up Jeremiah Estrada, who did pitch in real life today in the game. I don't think he was very good, but I think he gave up the inherited runs from Brito. Wandy Peralta, my guy, off to a good start as well. Tom Cosgrove and De Los Santos have not given up runs either, and Brito's been good to start the season. So I wouldn't make him my 8th inning guy, apparently. Mike Schilt thinks that's his first name, right? Yeah, Mike Schilt thinks it's a good idea to bring Johnny Brito in the 8th, but that's his decision, not mine. So, yeah, we'll keep moving forward here. Some couple weeks, probably up to May, and we'll come back with an update. All right, so we're back. It is May 2nd, and Padres sit at 18-16. So it was a very up and down month, I'd say. I just realized they took the schedule thing off here. That's slightly annoying. How the heck do I get to the schedule? What the heck? Okay, well, I am having a very tough time finding the schedule. So I go to this. Nope, that's not the one I wanted. Alright, I'll go to this. Okay, team schedule. So, check out the month of April. Incredibly streaky. I mean, we won 6 in a row right here, then we lost 3 in a row. Won 4 in a row here. Just got swept by Cincinnati, which went over into April. So yeah, really streaky month. But overall, we ended decently strong, minus the sweep. I think there's some things to look forward to. So a couple of minor moves that we made. We called up Jake Groom, who was pitching pretty well in AAA. He'll just function as a long reliever at this point. We just needed an arm. I forgot who I sent down. Oh yeah, we had an injury to Mike King. We should go over that first. It was just a short one. It was about a week. I put him on the IL just for the sake of doing it, I guess. So yeah, we actually need a starter. I just realized. Johnny Brito started that game. So we'll throw Brito in the rotation. He's pitched well. So yeah, he'll get a couple starts here with King out. We also lost Jurickson Profar. He's been horrible. So I can't really say it's a massive downgrade with whoever we went to. So they did open up a spot for Jackson Merrill, go in full time. He had already moved into the order and into our open everyday lineup full time. But yeah, they just opened it up a little bit more for him. Bogaerts, I think he won a Player of the Week just last week. So he's been awesome. Tatis kind of started to pick it up, but unfortunately it hasn't really come around for him all the way yet. Machado's been okay. Campusano's fallen off after a really good start. Merrill hasn't been great either. And Ha-Sung Kim, he's been okay. Good defensive player. So, and then in the lineup, we sent down Matthew Batten. I don't even know where he is, but I sent him down. Oh, this is AA. That's why. Yeah, we sent him down, and also who the heck else was it? Oh yeah, there was injury to Profar. So yeah, then we called up Bryce Johnson, who's hitting really well in AAA, and can play good center field, has some speed. So he's our starter against righties. We still have Azakar out there against lefties, and we also called up Yuji Rosario, who has played a little bit for the Padres over the last few seasons, and he was playing well in AAA. So we called him up. He'll be our DH against lefties. I don't know if it's a long-term thing by any means, and Brad Miller hasn't really held up his end of the bargain from the left side, but for now, that'll be what we go with. Still really nobody out here. Manny Margot did get released. He was on waivers. He's not asking for a ton. He could play center field, right? He's 70 range. Yeah. I kind of like this. Pick up Manny Margot. They released him for some reason. I mean, the reason probably being because he's not a great player, but he wasn't playing horribly. So we'll throw him a small deal. Major league contract. I'm totally cool with that. Some news from the prospect world. Ethan Salas was just crushing high A. A 161 OPS plus in 20 games, 92 plate appearances. So I've called him up to AA. He's only played 9 games there. Or sorry, he hasn't played any games there yet. I just did it today. So yeah, he moves up to AA. No other real movement prospect-wise. I called up a couple different guys that were playing well. Man, we have 5 top 50 guys. That's crazy. Graham Pauley hasn't been too good down in AAA, which is why he hasn't gotten a call up yet. That's kind of all the prospect stuff. Nothing else too big. Victor Lizarga got called up to high A for whatever that counts. Yeah, I was just moving some minor league stuff around. Homer Bush. Actually, this is a guy we can talk about really quick. So, let's go to his game log. Yeah, he was off to a torrid start here. 352 average up to this game. He had 5 hits in this one and a 22-4 win. Had slowly fallen back down to earth, but he still looks like a pretty decent prospect here. You know, the classic contact first guy, doesn't really do anything else. So with his development, I'm working on his defense and his running, and a little bit of hitting too. So I hope one day he could be a 4th outfielder type. Maybe fill in center field if we need him. But that's Homer Bush. Jacob Marcy has hit really well as well in AA. Really good strikeout to walk ratio from the left side, and play some good outfield defense. This could be a guy for us. I'm not going to rush him along yet. He's only 22. But if he keeps this up, maybe next month we'll promote him to AAA, and could be on the fast track for the majors. Tino Ornelis, another guy who's hitting pretty well. It just doesn't bring a ton of power. He's probably a league average bat, decent defense, but off to a good start in AA. Could get a call up to AAA if we need him. But yeah, that's kind of where we are as a team. Offensively, I think things are looking a bit better, although it doesn't really look like that. We have so many just really bad hitters at this point. I mean, you suspect Tatis would get better. Machado will probably be better than he is, but man, looking past that, there's not really a ton of sure things in this lineup. Personally, I had placed a futures bet for Padres to win the World Series this year, but now that I'm looking at this, their lineup really isn't that good. But we'll see. It was $1 bet. It wasn't anything big, so I'm not too worried about it. But, the bullpen's been good. We've had a couple of blow-up games. Yuki Matsui's been really bad, actually. I actually took him out of the setup role after this game. Yeah, he just needs some low leverage stuff. Woke suck you, go. I don't know how to say that. Woo suck go. Not been good either. Wandy's been a little rough, but hopefully we get some stuff out of Estrada now that he's up with the team. Suarez hasn't been great in the closer's role. Cosgrove's been good. Yeah, I mean, the bullpen, it was a real strength for a little bit. We were up there. Now we're ninth in bullpen ERA. I think we're up to like top 5 at one point. See, we're second in runs against, 8th in runs scored, but the offensive stats just do not look good. We're second in stolen bases, which Xander Bogaerts, 9 steals. Good for you, dude. Holy crap. I don't know why he has 9 steals. He has 35 speed, yeah, 70 stealing ability, but I mean, we'll take it. Tatis has 6 himself. So yeah, I guess that part of our game has been pretty good. So I'm not really sure what to do here. Maybe we'll end the episode here. Go through the first month. Make this a shorter episode. And we'll come back next time. Go through May. Maybe I don't know if we'll get up to the draft. Probably not. Again, I'm gonna take this one slow. Mostly because I don't have a ton of time anymore to sit down and record 3 hours and do like hour episodes at a time. Started a new job recently, and it's I'm working 7 to 4 every day, so it's a bit much. And yeah, I don't really have as much time as I did in my previous position. So we'll see what happens with that. But as of now, gonna keep cranking these out. Hopefully every couple of days. And yeah, go Padres. We'll see you guys in the next episode. Peace.